We can just sit here and act like we're sitting in a bar where we mixed Hoist with like a bourbon or something.
Let's grab some of this.
Yeah, because we're in Northern Kentucky. Right. How does this stuff mix? Would it mix with bourbon? Would that be a disaster?
It hits your bloodstream very quickly.
Okay.
We when we first launched it, we did a lot of that testing, and
yeah,
it was dangerous.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming in. We try to do non-traditional introductions because I'll record some stuff later, but thank you coming in. So we have Ben and Kelly. We're not going to get into the crazy details of this, but there's VP of sales, there's presidents, we have co-founders on names, all sorts of stuff. But you guys are driving the ideology and all the branding and the marketing and the growth behind this Hoist thing, right?
Yes, sir.
And he's like, man, what is it? So it says IV-level hydration. So when I looked at this, I remember, so the company, correct me if I'm wrong, it was founded in 2009. Yeah. So I like laying out some of the foundation stuff. So 2009, I remember being 44 now. I hope that people think I'm like 34. Probably not, but that would be great. But 44, I remember 2009, 2010, locally here in Cincinnati, that I didn't go out and party and go to bars often, but because of that, I didn't have a high tolerance for alcohol. And so when I drank, it hurt me more. I remember hearing about this on the initial marketing, right, and the branding of it being a counter to a hangover, right, that it was going to, if you took it before you drank, that you would have a better outcome to the normal hangover stuff. Is that correct?
It is correct.
That's where it started.
That is the whole idea behind it.
And so I look back. So you guys had a friend, one of you had a friend who was a football player.
Yep.
And then what we didn't know is we think it says Gatorade on the sideline in those orange buckets. It's Pedialyte. And so we talked about, we know, this isn't hating on it, but it doesn't taste great all the time. And so it's like, why don't we put together a better version of that tastes better, that maybe also is better? And I'm fascinated. I want to hear about the science behind this because it hits the bloodstream quicker. And that is fascinating to me. And when the bloodstream quicker, there's an argument, UNC Greensboro, some studies you guys did, that this is 100%, 110% more something than water. What in the world? Why aren't we all drinking this instead of going to a water fountain putting this straight in our veins? Yeah, exactly, right?
I think you should join me on my
sales
upcoming sales pitches.
So give us 110%. I mean, that seems like this is almost like the holy grail of hydration and drinks.
From our perspective, yeah, it is. And Kelly can deep dive into the scientific proponent. I give it a brief overview in terms of it all comes down to density. Good. So I guess the scientific term being osmolality is what makes this product unique. And when Kelly and I thought of this this concept several years ago, we knew that was the lane for which we needed to stay in order to produce a product that was better than what was currently out there. And it really comes down to the liquid hits your bloodstream immediately. There's nothing within your digestive system that needs to process the solution, hence the IV level. And Kelly can go into a little bit further detail with regards to what Gatorades are and the things.
Yeah, so it really comes down to there's three types of hydration. There's hypertonic, which is your typical Gatorades or full calorie drinks. Those are too dense, so when you drink it, your body actually has to digest it and almost treats it like a cheeseburger. So it has to pull in stored water to help get it through your stomach out to your system, which causes a delay, which that results in cramps that kids get or adults get. There's hypotonic, which is 0 calorie water, G2, whatever it may be, where it's just not dense enough. So when you drink it, your body has to send in stored electrolytes to help pull it, which again causes delays, doesn't get out to you right away. It will eventually hydrate you, just not instantly, as we say, where isotonic or Hoist and Pedialyte, the more medicinal type drinks, they are the perfect density of your blood and cells. So when you drink it, it just instantly goes through your stomach, and actually your body doesn't have to do any work, so it's just right to your bloodstream. So that's why we call it IV level or instantaneous rapid hydration, whatever the word may be.